Hello. Hi. How's it going today? It is rainy where I am. There's actually a tornado watch right now. So we'll see if anything intense happens. There's not typically tornadoes in this area, so I think, I don't know, I guess it doesn't necessarily mean anything. I don't even know why I'm talking about that. Let's get your general energies. Surrender. That's lovely. Flow. Ooh, frustration. Reflection. Anger. Growth. Okay, so what I'm seeing is a sort of back and forth going on. Like you feel like you have done a good job surrendering some of your negative emotions. You're in a flow state. Things are going well, and then you're confronted with something that sort of puts you back in the mind state of things that you've recently let go of. And so you feel like and then you feel frustrated because perhaps you feel like you've lost your progress or something. Or something happens to make you come out of this flow state. Maybe it's external circumstances that are you're being confronted with, and then you feel like those circumstances bring you out of the flow state. You go through, and then after you go through a period of reflection, trying to understand what was why did I react in that way? I don't know what this anger is about. And then growth at the end, though. So you're growing. So in this back and forth of your emotions, of going through the surrender, feeling like you're tapped in, and then being confronted with things and feeling like you're thrown off, and then reflecting on that, and maybe what made you feel that sense of anger or that sense of what I'm being drawn to in this card are the squiggly lines, like I want to say the word fissure. I don't know. I'm just getting like this, like how things are like butting heads, kind of. And so in your process of reflecting on that, and what about those situations brought out that within you, that is growth. Even if it feels like in the moment, like you lost your flow and you went into frustration, and that's not an energy that you want. But afterwards, you're in this reflection, and that is how you grow. That's how you stop being at the whim of your external circumstances, by being at the whim of them, and then being able to reflect on why that was, or what about that situation kind of set you off, and then in that way you get to know yourself a little bit more, understand a wound that needs healing in some sort of way. So I'm curious to understand more about this anger. Another thing I'm getting from this flow and frustration is this desire to surrender and be in a flow state, but having your external circumstances not fit with this internal desire, internal state of being you have, and not knowing how to get away from that. Maybe. So let's understand this anger. What is it? What is it? What is it? What's about? What's it about? Let's hear. Interesting that they flew off on those two different directions. So we've got the Lovers and the Five of Cups. So perhaps some sort of connection you had with somebody is no more, and you're feeling a little bit sad about it. Could be. Doesn't have to be love. It could be a connection in any way, or just doesn't have to be a connection either. It could just be your sense of harmony is disrupted in some way. We've got the Three of Wands, the Five of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles as well. So, I'm getting that you are evaluating some sort of conflict. You're like looking at some sort of upheaval that happened. Maybe something that felt like it disrupted your success somehow. So it's like you're trying to look ahead, but then you feel like you can't fully. What is this Three of Pentacles about? Knight of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So somebody that you were working with, there was some sort of tension, conflict situation. We got two cards of conflict here next to the Three of Pentacles. So that means somebody that you were working with in some way, trying to cooperate with, something. That's probably what's related to this sorrow or loss over here. Somehow it was not successful in some way. I don't know if you're still working together or not. Perhaps not. Perhaps you went in a different direction as a result of this conflict, because there's the Ace of Swords here. That's change and decision and action. Usually, like as a result of some sort of swords or mental energy. So like change in action as a result of some new way of understanding a situation or information or something. So you were the Three of Pentacles and now you're the Two of Pentacles. So that makes me feel like you feel like you lost something, maybe some sort of material thing, something in your physical environment. So what exactly does that have to do with anger? Are you angry about the situation still? I don't know. I don't know what this is. Maybe you're just angry about the situation, angry about the way this person contributed to the conflict. So I want to ask, why is it hard for you to let go of this anger? King of Cups. So it had something to do with somebody that you really love. That's why it's hard to let go. Oh my gosh. King of Cups, Nine of Cups, Seven of Wands, the Devil, Four of Cups, and the High Priestess. The High Priestess at the end is telling me that whatever you did in this situation, there was something you did, some action you took that was like a gut action, or you could say reaction. I don't know. But it was like it came from just your instinctual... It's not like you really thought about it, I don't think. It seems, maybe. It's so strange, like, doing these readings into the ether. It's so hard to know. I mean, I guess you can't know what's going to resonate with somebody, or what is a meaningful piece of information to share. So I just have to trust that I say what needs to be said. So... Secrets. Secrets is coming out to me for some reason. You listened to your inner voice in some way, and that was the right decision. So, it could be that you're asking yourself if you made the right decision. You're like looking within yourself, trying to wonder, like, was that the right move? It was. So, it could be you're feeling a little bit defensive right now, or kind of like you have to defend something about yourself or about your decisions or your life. Maybe your decision to be alone is what you're having to defend to other people. The Devil and the Four of Cups. That's like apathy, that's being disinterested in like finding yourself, finding a sense of passion, just being really caught up in I don't know how to say I don't know how to say that. Like, I want to say, like, caught up in your desires. But, like, I think having desires is a good thing and going after those is a good thing. But it's like the devil energy is, it's like overconsumption. You know, it's like maybe you really like sushi, and, like, a healthy way to indulge in that desire is to get it, like, every once in a while, you know. But maybe the devil energy is you get it, like, 4 times a week, and I don't know that it's healthy to eat that much raw fish. But that's the point. Obsession, fear, your shadow side of some kind. So your shadow side is having some sort of hold on you somehow. Maybe it's making you doubt yourself. Maybe your shadow side is, you can see here, the person in the Four of Cups is not recognizing this cup that's floating in the air right next to them. This cup that is full of promise and love and a lot of things that this person wants. They can't even see this cup, or it could be a part of their imagination, like. And then that could mean they don't know how to manifest this cup that they have. in some sort of way. So it could either be that there's a new opportunity coming in and you don't see it because you're thinking about past things that have gone wrong, or you have some vision for yourself and you don't know how to bring it into reality because your shadow side is keeping you in some sort of state of fear about something. Maybe it's this need to defend your independence, which is keeping you stuck, sort of. Like, you really don't have to defend your choices to anybody. If you know that you have made them for your highest good, then nobody needs an explanation. Nobody even deserves one. I mean, and like, I don't know, everybody's situation is different. It's all contextual, of course. But if somebody demands that you explain yourself to them because of a decision you've made, I think that kind of means they're not really like accepting your autonomy, or maybe don't respect the decisions you've made. You know, there's a difference between somebody wanting you to explain yourself and somebody just being curious about the reasons why you did something. Let's understand this fear a little bit. What is this? What is this fear? I want to be able to see all of these cards still. My alarm went off for my laundry. Okay. So, or maybe it's not fear. It could just be the devil energy in some way, some shadow side, whatever that is. Let's understand the devil a little bit more. What is this? It's so interesting. Sometimes I watch parts of the videos back again and I notice like some of the cards that I can see underneath while I'm rewatching it are the ones that end up popping out. It's so interesting how it works like that. So 3 of Swords, some sort of pain, something painful in your heart is in your energies. Let's hear about this devil. The High Priestess. Again. Maybe you really don't believe that you made the right choice. I don't know. It's like, I'm just getting you doubt. You're doubting yourself from that. Because the devil, yeah. 7 of Pentacles and 9 of Swords. That to me is anxiety about you being afraid that something is not going to happen for you. So it's like you spent time sowing some sort of seeds for a particular harvest that you wanted, and maybe now you're afraid that your ability to collect this harvest is disrupted because of whatever conflict went on. And you're not trusting your intuition. really know what to say. If this is you, if this is describing your experiences, the High Priestess came out twice. Twice. The High Priestess. That means that you did the right thing. You followed your intuition. Just believe in that. Of course, you can say just believe in it. But then like actually believing in it, of course, is a different thing. So your harvest is not affected. Your ability to collect whatever harvest you want is not affected. Perhaps it is you just have to let go of the way you thought this harvest would come in, or the way you thought you would do the harvesting. Maybe that looks different now. It doesn't mean the sense of fulfillment you have in the end, though, is diminished in any way. So I'm getting that the way that you get out of this sense of disillusionment, of yearning, of being dissatisfied with something or other in your circumstances, is to learn how to trust your inner voice and maybe dive into the spirit world somehow. I don't know. The High Priestess is the card about she's like one of the most mystical characters in the whole deck. She's very tapped in, tuned in, and turned on. She trusts herself, and she knows that she's never led astray, that things are always going to work out for her. She has connection to spirits, and she can give guidance to other people because of her connection to spirits. A lot of wisdom. And that comes from believing in yourself. Okay. So what is it that is there anything else you would like to hear? Perhaps let's get a little bit about how to start believing in your intuition. Like, what are some things you can do to really release this Four of Cups and come into believing in your High Priestess, your connection to the High Priestess? Four of Cups again. Interesting. So what I'm seeing then is we've got the Ace of Cups, the Four of Cups, Prince of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. So the way you bring this new cup into your life, you manifest this cup that you want, is to find something you love, is to like try to be in the, like, pour your heart into something. It's like what I'm getting from that. The Ace of Cups is like a new opportunity with something that you love. It doesn't have to be in love. It can be just something that you love. Something new that you love, and just putting energy towards that. The Prince of Pentacles is somebody who is kind of contemplating their next move. He's looking at the Ten of Pentacles. So he's sitting here contemplating his next move, figuring out how to get to the Ten of Pentacles. So that's what you're doing then. You are in a sort of a place of contemplation in a way. You're trying to figure out What are the things that you can do to get you to this place of ultimate material security, family, prosperity that you want for yourself? And one of the ways you do that, some of the ways you make moves in that direction, is going to be finding something new that you can pour your heart into. It's something new. It's not, or maybe it doesn't have to be completely new, but something that it's like new that you pour so much of yourself into it is the thing that's new. But it could be an interest that you've had for a while that you have been holding on to, but you haven't really given yourself the chance to fully express. I want to read this Ace of Cups. So it's like this Ace of Cups is the new cup. So this one in the Four of Cups, this person is also disillusioned. And somebody is bringing them a new cup. And they're like, is this cup going to be just like all the other cups? You know, I've already had 3 of them and they didn't really fulfill me. Like, what's this new cup? And this new cup is the Ace of Cups. It's going to bring you out of a sense of disillusionment. Ace of Cups. This card suggests that you're experiencing an abundance of happiness and love. Or that's what, maybe you're not currently experiencing that, but aces indicate beginnings, so it's the birth of a concept, declaration of affection, or an opportunity to follow your passions. Whatever the case, share your joy with those around you will only increase it, reinforcing connection and communion. Interesting. You could take or leave some of that stuff. I think the thing is really emphasized is just the newness. It's not something that you are currently doing, or not something that you are currently doing a lot of. There's something in your heart. You know what it is. Whatever it is you're thinking of when I'm saying these things is the thing that it is. I think you already know. It will help you get to this 10 of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. The Tower. Ooh. Something has recently very much changed in your life in a drastic way. Could have really been unexpected or something that really shifted your foundations of things. Maybe the truths, the perspectives you're seeing the world through are really changing right now. Maybe you're really focusing on the perspectives that you have of the world over some people in your life. So maybe you're in a little bit of a just kind of going within, maybe. Let's get an animal for you. Who is it? Mountain lion. Let's see, what does mountain lion have for you? Self-leadership, following your heart. Oh my God. Doing this will allow you to lead in your own unique way. Everyone has this ability. Mountain lion is also about mothering and telling the truth. Be a good example in the world, and it will radiate outward from you into the world. Be courageous and powerful as you stand in your beliefs based in your personal truth. This is not about control or power in an abusive sort of way. It's about believing in yourself and your abilities, following your heart, and owning your personal power in a graceful, generous, and confident way. I like that. Follow your heart. The universe will support you. It just will. It really will. Okay. But you have to believe that. If you doubt it, then that's resistance you're introducing. And, yeah. So. Okay. Enjoy the rest of whatever your day holds.